Hey guys, Najaam Lee here, CEO, creative director, image, lifestyle coach, and artist over at najaamleeart.com and also at najaamlee.com. Also check out my Skinny Lee products. They are amazing, and you will see that over at najaamlee.com. Just click the link that says Skinny Lee and get all the information. I am so excited to be with you guys today. I know it's been a while. I'm very, very sorry. A lot has happened. So this is like a quick update video and just what's been going on, what's been happening recently, and yeah, just a little peek into my life. So stay tuned. So 3 weeks ago, or probably a little bit more than that, I was in the hospital. And as many of you know, I have sickle cell anemia, SS, a full-blown disease. But I was really doing well all spring, all summer. And very, very proud of myself because I did not see that hospital room for so long. But mid of October, I started getting like really, really sick and having really high fevers, like 103, 105 fevers. And I'm pretty good with knowing what's going on in my body, like having an idea that, okay, something else is brewing besides a crisis. And come to find out, I told my dad, okay, like, hey, let's just go because this is not getting any better. And I feel there's something else going on. I can feel it in my rib cage, in my lungs area. I feel it all over my chest walls. And he's like, all right, let's go. So long story short, went to the hospital, got admitted, all that great stuff. And that night, we did some blood cultures and all that other stuff. And a bacteria was forming, a virus. And after the few cultures, a strain came through, and it was just like, oh God, really? So this particular strain just took over my whole blood system, the whole entire bloodstream, and just totally knocked me to the curb. And also on top of that, we had to remove the port. Many of you don't know, a portacat is an instrument that's placed inside the chest wall. Usually it's around the chest wall. It could be basically any major vein line going on that they'll probably place one there. But usually you'll hear this in hematology, oncology with cancer patients, or other people that are having really hard, tough veins to like find or utilize. So in sickle cell patients, a lot of us do get a portacat. And so because of the bacteria and it also was stemming through the port, we had to remove it. And then we did a turnaround, removing on one side, then a couple days going in and putting a new one on the other side because I was still in the hospital. I was getting a ton of antibiotics, like heavy doses of strong antibiotics. And so we had to, put in another one really right away. And we had to do several revisions. Well, come to a total like 4 surgeries, like within 7 days is what we did. And crazy, but I'm like knocked to the wind. And so I'm in recovery mode right now. And with the sickle cell crisis too, it's like, your body's just like whipped around back and forth. And wow, it's just been a journey. So I ended up being in the hospital for almost like 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. And then something else was going on with my throat. And so the pitch of my voice has changed a little bit. It's a little bit more deeper. And I hate it. But I'm working with it. That's just what's going on right now. Hopefully, I hope that will change. Yeah, it was like a lot of changes, a lot of things happened, and back and forth and there's still back and forth going on because I'm dealing with a lot of pain still on the right side, especially in my chest wall and back and rib cage area. And also this is where they put in the new port. And if you look in one of my paintings, it's so funny because I did this painting like over a year ago, and then this particular port is in the same placement, mirroring the same placement where this one is, because this one now goes in, streams through my neck down into through the chest. So it's really different. It feels different and everything like that. But hey, that's what I gotta go through right now in order to be here. Okay, and so that's a quick update, and then I'll get you into the next part. So one thing I don't think we've talked about as sicklers is, well, I did get into it about support and how important support is. And through my 3 weeks and beyond, it's been an eye-opener of looking at what your support looks like when you are down in the dumps. A lot of people disappear. A lot of people, yeah, when they disappear, they don't call you. It was one of the kind of hardest times because I was in for 3 weeks, and there was a point when I really wanted someone because I was getting really nervous. You know, when you're going to down under for 4 surgeries, you're going under anesthesia. In anesthesia, you don't know if you'll wake back up. You don't know if you're going to come out onto the other side. You don't know what's going to happen, you know. So each time it's a prayer. It's these rituals that I do. And I'm a loner. I'm by myself going through this whole thing. And I have to thank not only the universe and the creator, but the ones who did support that were there was my dad, of course, my daughter, and then I had a few relatives that came through and stuff a few times, and another friend of mine that came through and he visited me and stuff, and that was cool. But for the most part, I was just lonely, you know, and feeling a little bit depressed, but not so much depressed, but just really disappointed and frustrated. And at one point there were certain things that was going on. I won't get into it, but you know, where the whole course of everything could have changed, you know, and I had to deal with it by myself. And it's one of the hardest things to deal with when you have an illness. This illness is not going to go away. I'm a lot older. It's not like I'm younger. They have some certain things coming through, but they're still testing on it. It's not for everyone. I don't have a match for a lot of these things that they're saying that you have to have. I don't. And so I know for my path that I'm going to be living with sickle cell, you know, and that's fine. I've already made peace with having sickle cell for the rest of my life. I think what's the issue is other people not making peace with that. And then, you know, the lack of support that you know, it's the where I say lack of support is this ongoing thing of, oh, she's strong, she can handle it, you know, she goes in all the time. Whenever she goes in, she's a trooper, yeah, that's fine and dandy, because I have to put a face, and I have to be thinking, I have to be really, really focused, because I'm leading a team of people as well. It's not just like I'm going into the hospital and just letting them do whatever. I'm actually, because of my background as an Ayurvedic practitioner, I know my anatomy very well, and I understand from a holistic medicine point of view, what medical, you know, practice needs to be done when it comes to my care. So I'm very, very, very focused, and I'm researching alongside what they're doing. I'm doing it too. So I have a huge team that I work with whenever I go into the hospital or admitted. You know, this time was a really bigger team, and we all had to be on sync. So you have each one in different departments. So I'm not the type of patient that just lays up and be like, "Hey, you take care of it." No, I'm a leader. So I question everything. I write down stuff. I propose things. I'm that type of patient that I'm very, very involved in my care. No matter what, I don't care what anyone says. You have to be involved in your care in order to stay alive. Okay? One slip up, one mess up can like change the course of everything, you know. And I've learned that from years back, you know, not really understanding my disease when I was a lot younger. But as more I got older and studying and diving into anatomy and aromatherapy and Ayurveda has really expanded me to really be on top of my care. And even with surgery, you know, having to suggest, hey, I think we need to do it this way instead of going under the catalyst and doing all this stuff. You know, yeah, I'm that type of patient where I'm telling the doctors and suggesting, hey, I think we need to do this. Let's try it from this angle or whatever, you know, because I'm the one living with it. I really have a good core of understanding it, of what's going on, and it gives them a better eyesight to say, okay, yeah, I see this from this, maybe we can try this, I like what you're talking about, okay, let's go for it, you know. So I'm that type of patient. So I'm not going in and this is a vacation. Vacation never happens when you go into the hospital. It's work for me because I'm working to heal myself. All right, so part two. So, you know, it's me taking care of me, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And so it's a lot riding on me. I don't get much sleep when you're in there. And, you know, basically it's work. You know, it's work when you're healing yourself. It's still work. And so, yeah, I wanted to just like talk to you guys and let you know, hey, I'm doing a lot better than before. I'm still in recovery. I'm still trying to get my strength back. I'm very, very weak. I am utilizing NRG from my Skinny Lee line, and which helps with, it's all organic, raw, helping you to utilize the metabolism within your system and the storage of fat within your system to burn and utilize the energy that's already stored there in your body. And so utilizing these herbs really help, and that's NRG. I'm also drinking my tea, the ISO tea, which has been really helping in cleansing and detoxing my body, especially when you're in the hospital. There's so much that they give you of medicines, IV fluids, all this other stuff. So when you come out, you want to really detox your body, and a mild way of doing that in a slow process way, which is great, is drinking the ISO tea. So that's been really helpful. And I'm waiting on my NutriBurst to get here, because that too is important for me to take. That has like 75 has amino acids, vitamins, and minerals all make up the whole 75 that's in this. And it's just like a shot drink that you take in the morning, which is really great. It's just like you get everything, even if you're not getting it through your food. Through this shot, you will totally get it. I'm having a party happening Thursday, November 19th. So you've got to be there. It's going to be a virtual online tea party. I had put together a tea party before, but ended up being in the hospital during that time. So I came up with this, okay, let's just do a virtual online tea party, and we'll just have some fun. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below. Click it, RSVP yes today. It's going to be on Google Hangouts. It's going to be a whole ton of fun, and I'm very excited, very excited, because I have a whole lot to share. I just want us to like to kick back, chill, enjoy some music, sip some cool tea, learn some great products that I am sharing, and some great prizes and giveaways and deals for the holidays coming up. Hello. Everybody wants to look good, feel good. These are a main project you want to totally utilize. So that's the plug. Check out the description below. All right, so I wanted to ask you, like, have you ever felt, alone or not much support when you don't have to have sickle cell, but whenever you're in the hospital or something happens like this, that you just find yourself being a loner on this journey. It's one of those things that is sad to say that happens, but it does for a lot of people. And I see that with some of the patients that do come in that become room buddies with me. Sometimes they don't have any support that comes to them either, or there are ones that I see that have a ton of support, and it's beautiful to see. It's like round the clock, people taking shifts in their family from early morning, then switch for lunch and switch again for evening. I mean, like clockwork, and that's so amazing and inspiring to see, because when you're really, really sick, it's one of the hardest things to deal with by yourself. Even though we all put a good face on because we don't want you to feel any way, but we are really, really hurting inside. And so it's funny to me, even when I came out, there was a few that were right there with me, called me, checked on me, text me, checked on me. And I have to say thank you. I mean, you guys stood out. This weekend some family came and they're staying at my house, and they're seeing other relatives. We're all here, but just for them to come down, like, that's just great, but when you want your closest friends, your really, really closest friends, and they're not there, or whatever, it's kind of hard, and yeah. So I know not everyone can deal with illness, sickness, and things like that, but the ones who do, we have to deal with it every day, whether we want to or not. And that's the reality of it. Whether we want to or not, we don't want to deal with it, all the time. But we have to. And just check your own self. Check your own heart. Anyone in your family or closest friend, or it could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, whoever it is, really, really be there, because you have no idea being in a hospital, admitting upstairs in the room 24/7. After a while, it can get to you. After a while, you feel like, are you really getting better, or are you just getting worse, or whatever? Like, all kind of things. You feel like you're missing out. You feel like, everything's just falling apart around you. You feel all kind of different things, even though you try to stay occupied with stuff, you do feel left out. You feel by yourself. And I really hope that this video changes your mindset, opens you up, and see that it's not as easy or looks as fun or cool, because it's not. And it's not a chill time either. A lot of people get that mistaken. Oh, you're having vacation. You're not able to, you don't have to do anything. We have a lot to do. From the time 4 a.m. hits, I'm up. And often going and doing everything that we need to do to heal my body. It's 24/7. So I really encourage you, please just check yourself. You know, if you were in the position, what would you want? What would you want someone to do for you? Would you want someone to call you and just say, hey, I'm checking in? You know, we don't want no pity party. Just check in, you know, or, you know, text or visit or something, you know, just something. Yeah. So I'm doing well, y'all. That's my video, and probably be a part 1, part 2 thing where I chop this up. But look at, I'm gonna be bringing more videos and stuff very soon. And my blog, go check it out, goshabout.wordpress.com. I'm gonna be writing again very soon and stuff. So I know everything's kind of like but don't worry. Once I get my energy back, it'll all be right there. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for listening. Please share this video. And yeah, just make the holidays great this year, y'all. You know, link with your friends and family and really extend how much you really care about them and love them, because you just never know how the tides will change. All right, talk to you soon. Check the link below. Oh, to RSVP, yes, to my tea party. I want to see you there. Bye.